Another year and another disaster in the offing. That's the question on the minds of residents in the Upper East region as the white voter has already drunk to its full and is beginning to overflow its banks following the spilling of the Bagre and Kompienga Dams in Burkinabe. So already, Regional Disaster Assessment Team of NADMO together with the talented district management, disaster management committee have visited the residents living along the white volta, providing early warning signals to them or persons who may be negatively affected by the spillage of the dam. And we know that water from the two dams were opened on Monday and expected to hit the white volta the midnight of today. That's already happened. And now there are fears of even greater havoc this year. Let's connect right now with Tanku, who is joining us. It's my colleague, our East Regional Correspondent, who's joining us via phone right now. Tanku Rabiu. Rabiu, yesterday you mentioned that the waters will start to hit. We've got that confirmation. How is it right now in terms of the effects on residents living along the white volta?
Yes, thank you very much, Martin. Yes, it is expected to hit the white water midnight, but there's an increase already in the white water due to last 9 days. So it's already on the high, and probably the water from the Bagre Dam will hit the white water. It is depending on the volume and speed because it is a controlled spillage, and that is why all the six flat gates and the Bagre Dam were not open at once to pave way for residents and farmers to relocate. As I speak, farms along these stretches have begun to submerge. The residents and their livestock have been evacuated and moved to higher grounds for safety. Also, the food security will be a big issue after the spillage because large quantities of food will be lost, and this will increase the price of available food items high. And then what is also happening is that NADMO has visited the Operation Thunderbolt in Walwale as part of rescue and flood management system.
Let's hear from NADMO because we know you've been speaking to them. Let's hear from the regional director who's been speaking to you first off. Then we'll come to the residents and really what the dangers are for them, the farmers as well. Let's listen to the NADMO reps from the region.
We are here at Nungu this afternoon to sensitize farmers, communities along the white volta, following information that spillage will be done of this month. We took it upon ourselves to come.
Tanko, that's the NADMO, but you've been engaging the farmers as well, persons who will be affected again this year by the spillage of this dam. What have they been telling you, Tanko?
Yeah, residents, as you know, Martin, they always lament about this situation. Yesterday, when we are moving, most of them were not happy because they have left their farmlands, and then what they were able to, harvested were too very low. So they are not happy because large part of their homes are still there. And then after I speak to you, the water has begun to enter through the farm. So most of them are saying that if the volume of Bagre Dam can be constructed as soon as possible, they'll be happy because annually this things happen, and then it's worrying. And then also we also had the regional minister saying that the Northern Caucus is going to establish whole dams for them as an alternative measure. As they wait for the construction of the dam. So they are waiting for that initiative to happen in order to, for them to save, their crops.
Let's hear from that farmer as well, who Tanku's been engaging.
Past years now, the Bagre Dam has been worrying farmers, and it has been a serious problem for the farmers in this community. We lost our farm produce during this particular time. Most of this time, living lives have been lost through this particular spillage. Now, I want to use this opportunity to thank NADMO for your immediate intervention by coming to talk to farmers and the community about the impending spillage that is coming. I want to use this opportunity to also thank every officers that leave their busy schedules to come and talk to us. This particular moment, I also use this particular time to appeal to all farmers and people in the community that they should just stand on this particular advice and heed to what we have heard so far, so that at the end of the day, we will not have a loss of lives.
And that's one of the farmers. Stanko, thank you very much for those updates. And I'm sure this is not the last we're hearing of this, but we know that local authorities as well have been speaking. Let's hear from the DC for the area, as well as an assembly member who've as well been speaking to interventions being put in place to ensure this time around, hopefully, there isn't that much of a damage.
DC, the police commander, and then the team that have come to the community, at least to have first-hand information and then inform us, and then to educate the people what they should do and what they should be doing when they spill the water. Yes, we are all taking it up serious, and then we are looking at what we go and we are monitoring the airway. So we are definitely do comply. And then this is not the first time there have been indication on those things. And even the locals, when it gets to this time, we're always actually taking things very serious. And then we are on watch out, our children, our women, and then we shouldn't be crossing the river. So we appreciate and we thank them.
Yeah, so far, I think today what I'm seeing here on the water, the level has gone down. So maybe we are waiting to see whether by midnight there will be more water coming in. But I was here on Sunday in the afternoon, and what I saw, I've gone down there to look at the measurement. And even I look at what is happening here, the water level has actually gone down from what I saw on last Sunday. But yeah, for that one, I can say for Talency, we are up to the game. Because as I stated, when I heard that, initially it was supposed to be Wednesday tomorrow that they would spill the water. But later on, the information came back and said Monday yesterday. But I was ahead of the spilling time. So on Sunday, I was here ahead of time. I sensitized all the community members, all farmers, and I made them to register those who had farm inputs, and they have not taken. They let us know. And then, in fact, by then, I knew that the information on the ground had already been well spread, and people are on the safe side